This episode of Guide to Zentai may contain content of a sensitive nature, so ratings may be disabled and comments may be moderated at any time. Furthermore, the content in this video is provided as an informational tool, and some aspects such as suit materials, availability and types may differ from those shown here. RJRTV does not accept responsibility for anyone attempting to use PVC or latex for such components such as a hood on their suits. The content in this program are the personal thoughts of the host, RJRTV and its affiliated network channels, and does not reflect any biased opinions, persons or events mentioned.
Hey folks, RJ here, and well, this is the second attempt at shooting this episode. Now, why hasn't it taken 2 attempts to make this ep? Well, the first time on the Friday I was sick, and as I mentioned on my Twitter and on the Facebook page, of course illness got the best of me and I had to abort the shoot. But now, no more excuses, no more delays, this is here, this is now. Welcome to 2011 and Guide to Zentai. And what topic do we have to cover in this exciting episode? Well, we were going to show these brand new Zentai suits that are ordered from Germany, of course, from Fetchfash, the mind-blowing fabrics and all. But unfortunately, because of DHL delaying delivery and not telling me that they've been sent via sea mail instead of air, thanks to Australia Post, of course, well, finally telling me the answer about it, unfortunately I've been forced to put in filler content for this episode. So in lieu of the new suits, which are probably still on a ship somewhere, I present to you a topic which is going to expand on the basics episode a bit more. Now you may remember in that episode that I covered on stress and of course anxiety relief as purposes for Zentai suits. I'm going to go a little more deeper in this topic, of course, so sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Apologies for the filler, of course, but you can walk away at any time. Here it is, Zentai suits and stress relief.
Stress. Everyone goes through it in one form or another, whether it's studying for a major exam such as the higher school certificate, or work is just getting way too much. And hey, I even have bad days myself.
I can't believe I had the nerve to say that to my face!
Stress is part of everyday life and you might not notice it, but if you're under constant stress, then you might start feeling signs and symptoms such as tension, depression, constant worrying, difficulties in concentrating and many more. People have different types of stress relief, ranging from going on walks, or others often break the fourth wall and even cosplay as well, which is also a form of stress relief. And of course the most major one, exercising, or even playing some sport.
Good shot.
So okay, I might not be good with a cricket bat, but I sure do know a thing about constant stress and how it can impact on people. Now, I've been under constant stress, had a few anxiety attacks and a mental breakdown to boot, and I've exhausted all possible methods of stress relief techniques. And then I discovered the world of Zentai suits. So what does stress relief have to do with Zentai? Well, let's find out. So we covered stress in a basic form earlier. So what does Zentai suits and stress relief have in common? In fact, I covered this on the very first episode of Guide to Zentai in the enclosure section of the basics episode, and I quote, "When wearing the suits, there is a feeling of being totally enclosed and separated from the rest of the world. In fact, a slight claustrophobic feeling that some experience as very pleasant and calming." Now this enclosure aspect carries over to the stress relief factor. Enclosure plays a big part when in a Zentai suit for stress relief. This is done by the hood of the Zentai suit, which provides a calming effect by blocking out the sight of the wearer, Or in simple plain English terms, the suit fabric covers the eyes, blocking out the wearer's sight. And the body goes into a calm and relaxed state by releasing the tension in the muscles, providing the stress relief that the Zentai suits offer. Another thing also is the suit provides a second skin for the wearer, and after a prolonged period of time, the body will start adapting to the suit's relaxing methods. And also the suit is often used in extreme cases of stress and even some anxiety attacks as well. Another question that I'm often asked is, what position is used for Zentai suits in stress relief? And no, we're not talking about those positions. I'm actually talking about whether to stand up or sit down during the stress relief process in a Zentai suit. In my experience, I found that sitting cross-legged whilst in the suit actually calmed me down after a few minutes. Whilst I also tried the standing up position in the Zentai suit for stress relief, I found it actually increased my stress more rather than calming me down and making me more relaxed. Another method that I use is lying down flat on your back with a pillow or two and closing my eyes and just let all the stress flow out of my fingers, toes, etc. This method worked with both minor and major stressful situations, and after a few minutes the results can be felt all over the body. I only use this method in the most extreme of circumstances, such as an extreme anxiety attack or extreme stress. So at the end of the day, what position is used for stress relief in Zentai suits? Well, I found that sitting and lying down were the best methods to use, as it actually decreased my stress levels and got me back to normal capacity, whilst the standing up position actually increased my stress levels rather than calm me down. Now I'm starting to run out of ideas here, so let's skip over to the final topic of suit types for relaxing in Zentai. A standard Zentai suit in either lycra or spandex provides the most comfortable stress relief and relaxing experience without constricting breathing. Whilst a metallic Zentai suit are good for stress relief, but breathing could become a problem depending on the type of fabric used. Another suit type that is most commonly used for stress relief, but is often overlooked, is the mummy bag style of suit, which is like a sleeping bag, but it's made out of lycra or spandex and features one or more zippers on the inside or outside of a suit. The mummy bag style produces a cocoon effect, which allows the wearer to become completely enclosed and sealed off from the outside world. I don't have that type of suit with me in my collection at the moment, but I'm planning to get one down the track to try this firsthand. So in the last word, based in a nutshell, is Zentai a great stress relief tool? Well, indeed it is. In fact, hundreds of Zentai wearers every day use the suits as a stress relief tool without them even knowing it. From personal experience, I've tried many different techniques over the years and with mixed results. But the Zentai suit delivered what it promised and has actually helped in my recovery from my stress and anxiety disorders 2 years ago. I always, after a bad day, just zip up the suit and let it do the rest. So to put it in simple terms, Zentai and stress relief are a great combination. If you haven't had a chance to experience it yet, do so. You won't regret it.
And there you go, Zentai suits and stress relief. Of course, a filler topic nonetheless, might not be interesting, but worth an in-depth look into how they, of course, calm down the body and, of course, bring that relaxing feel on, which is very helpful in most high stressful situations like the one I work in, disability services. Of course, every night you just want to relax, just slip one of these on and, of course, there you go. Okay, that's just about wrap it up for this edition, but I've got 3 bits of news to cover. Now you may remember in this video I'm about to show that I announced a very big bombshell at the start of the year. But I was thinking of something and looking at other channels and thinking, what if I could give control to you folks and make 2 Viewers' Choice episodes out of contributions via the Google Moderator feature on the channel. Now, that's interesting, but it could work. Now you may be asking, what's Viewer's Choice? Viewer's Choice, in plain English, is a chance for you via Google Moderator to submit your ideas, topics and suggestions to compilate one episode. It can be me getting a new suit or a new suit type, talk about a subject that you want to have discussed, and much more. The possibilities are endless. Yes, the Viewer's Choice episodes, there'll be 2 of them this year, and already so far we're getting some very, very positive responses on the YouTube page itself. So let's take a look at what you guys have been saying and what you want in these episodes.
Let's start off with Guitar Hero 016's suggestion. Get a lycra black Zentai and interview people in public with a question. What's your first impression of seeing me? That's a great suggestion, of course. I'll look more into it. Let's move on. FL Doughboy 72 suggests, I do like the Zentai layering idea. And that is a great idea. Now there are a few other suggestions that were mentioned, but because of YouTube's community guidelines in terms of service are unable to be broadcast in their uncensored format. Super Sentai came up with a suggestion of wearing a Sentai suit with no hood and wear a shiny and tight mask. And this last idea from Deadman Inc. PLC is a pretty good one, but unfortunately due to budget and financial constraints, that will take a lot of time, a lot of planning and a lot of money to do. But a good suggestion though.
Yes, some pretty good ones there of course, and a few that might reach the community guidelines, but just remember, if you haven't already contributed an idea, you have a YouTube or a Google account, jump onto the page by clicking on the video in the description, of course, at the end of the video. And of course, jump on and contribute what you have to say. There's no closing date at this stage, of course, so feel free, take your time. And of course, you know, all suggestions will be looked into, and the ones selected will feature in the Viewer's Choice eps. And now before I go and finish up the show for this edition, I just want to do a little bit of a quick shout out. It's been a while since I've done one of these. The last one was with Rubber Wolf Boy, of course back in the Marcy Anarchy episode. But this time I'm about to shout out a YouTuber who's been in a bit of trouble with YouTube as of late with the community guidelines, and not for the wrong reasons. This, if you haven't seen this user's videos yet, do so. I can't show them, of course, on my channel because of the partner program requirements, of course, and I've got to stay clean for those. But if you like to see expressive dancing with Zentai suits and even a little unmentionable or two, which I can't mention, check out howcinella's channel, of course. The channel link is located in the description bar or on screen. Click on that, go and visit the channel, you will not be disappointed. The videos are just mind-blowing beyond belief. And I've seen a few of them already and they're top grade stuff. So howcinella's channel, just remember that of course, check it out at the end of this video. Well, that's just about to do it now. We've run out of time for this edition of Guide to Zentai and the series premiere, which had to be on impromptu, as I said before. Apologies, of course, for the delays in getting the new episode out and, of course, the no-show on the Saturday. But in the meantime, if you'd like to have a look, read up on any of the episode notes, of course, or view any of the show notes, jump onto the website at RJRTV.com or click on the link in the description bar. You'll be taken to the Guide to Zentai page where you can view up on past Series 1 episodes, read episode notes, of course, to get a more in-depth look into Zentai. You can even see where I get my suits as well for the Resource series. And if you're on Facebook, like the official RJRTV Facebook page to get the latest news and information delivered right to your Facebook news feed. And now you can also see special exclusive photos that you won't see on the Twitter feed or anywhere else except for Flickr and DA accounts. And of course, as I said on Twitter, if you have one, follow me on Twitter for also the latest news and info and everything else in between. And of course, if you want to see more Zentai and cosplay pics, of course, follow me, of course. Check out my works on DeviantArt and on Flickr, of course. But yeah, just amazing. Well, I've just run out of some things to say, of course, and I had to shoot this in a little amount of time. I'll be back with another edition very shortly, hopefully with new suits in hand. So, until next time, everybody, this is RJ saying, stay sharp.
Commons movement, a better way to share your work. Visit creativecommons.org and license your next production with the free licensing tool. Share, remix, reuse. Give it a go and make a difference.